quick thing before this video starts. If you haven't joined yet, the Lifeblood Grove is this channel's official Discord server that's recently been overhauled with many new features and rules. We're a bit stricter than we used to be, but I can assure you that it's still the fun little chat room everyone remembers and loves. Click the link in the description to join. It's free, I promise. Hey Mom, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing pretty good. So, welcome to my channel. You watch my videos already, which...
I did.
Yeah, you do. You're cool, Mom. Alright. So today we're going to be talking about Hollow Knight and Hollow Knight characters, and you're going to be giving a name and basically what the purpose of the character is in the game, and I'm just going to explain to you what the game is about, just so you're not going into the dark about it, like, oh, they're meant to go through the blind forest.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Hollow Knight is basically about, you're a bug that goes through a ruined kingdom.
You're a creepy crawly?
Well, kind of.
Well, that's what a bug is. Okay.
I mean, bugs in this game are cute.
Okay.
If that matters, it's cartoony.
Sure.
It's not realistic. It's not like, I'm an ant.
All right.
So, let's go into the first character. So, tell me what you think of this one.
What I think?
Give it a name, give it a purpose.
Oh, a name. The Three Hollow Knights.
No. There's just 3 different iterations of one character.
Well, I thought I could call it anything I want.
Fair
Okay.
enough. They're all one character, but it's like 3 different pictures of the same character.
Well, they kind of look like triplets, but okay. A name. Oh, geez. Well, the purpose would be to beat the other bugs? So they got swords to kill the enemy?
So this is the main character.
Okay, main character. I thought so.
No, I was asking you.
Well, yes, I would say the character in the middle is the main character, and the other 2 are followers.
No, they're all the same character.
Okay, I'm very confused. Can we move on though?
Yeah. All right. So, what do you think of this character?
Looks like a ballerina that went bad. It does. I see swords. I see... Now, again, one character? Is that what this is?
Yes, it is all one character.
All one character. Well, evidently this one had a bad day because it looks like she's got something up her butt. The other one looks like she was sitting, and she's sitting on the sword. And the one to the left looks like it's ready to attack.
So, what is the name of this character, and why is it in the game?
Oh, gosh. Why is it in the game?
Like, what's the purpose? Like, yeah.
The purpose... Well, the only purpose, based on what you explained to me about what the game is that it's to kill the other bugs.
Yeah, you're going through a ruined kingdom that is abandoned. It's no longer running.
Okay, yeah, well, that makes sense, because that one looks like it's running, too. Name it? Name the character?
Yeah, just give it a name.
Let's see. She looks like an ant.
An ant? Okay.
Well, yeah, could be a crab. Crabby.
The
ears look like a crab. I don't know. Jeez. Let's call her Isabella.
Okay. All right. I forgot to mention that at the end I will tell you what the characters are and what their names are.
Okay.
All right. So, Isabella, the mistake ballerina.
Ballerina gone wrong.
So what is this character?
Oh boy. He looks like a beetle.
Okay.
Beetle with a stinger, or maybe, no, I guess a sword.
Yeah.
So purpose of the beetle.
What's his name? And
okay, name. Beetlejuice. And purpose, let's see, beetles, some beetles like bugs, so maybe he eats the bugs?
Wait, so he just eats, he kills the bugs and then just eats them?
Sure, dinner.
Okay, that's all he does in the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good. So what about this character?
Kind of looks like a snail.
Okay.
But then again, no, I take that back because that one over there is holding a fan. So.
A fan? Oh, it does actually look like a fan.
It does. He kind of looks like a phantom, too. So, a name for him?
Yep.
Fandom.
Fandom?
Fandom.
Okay.
Purpose? Gosh, I don't know. To blow the bugs away? You know, you put a big fan on and they're going to blow far away. That's a good defense.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. He's that's a better purpose for him than what it actually is.
Oh, good. I'm glad I could make it better for you.
What about this character?
Oh my. Okay, so it looks like he's reading a book, maybe writing, because that feather looks like a pen. And then he's got the backpack with the rolls.
Yeah.
So maybe we could call him Ralph.
Ralph?
Ralph.
Yeah, okay.
And I think his purpose is to find the bugs so that the other characters can beat them and kill them or whatever.
Okay. All right. So, you were on the right track.
Oh, good. Okay.
Somewhat, but not really.
Not really, yeah.
You were getting there, but
Okay.
all right.
Well, be curious to see what you have to say at the end.
All right. This is the next character. There was limited sprites for her. I'm sorry.
So I'm looking at this character, right?
Yeah, you can look at both. Just don't mind the previous character.
The
first
character.
one.
Okay.
He's not part of it.
Well, let's see. It looks like another beetle. Maybe a ladybug. Could be a male ladybug.
Maybe. Are they actually like different in
I
color?
have no idea.
All right.
I don't know anything about ladybugs other than
Fair
they're
enough.
cute. Let's see, and he has an axe. Maybe, let's see, we will call him Peter.
Peter.
Because he's a little tiny thing.
Aw.
So Peter, and I think his job is to, let's see, kind of like a woodpecker. He chops on the I don't know, a tree or whatever, and he like scares the bugs out or something, or makes a hole for the other characters to go after the bugs.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea. Okay.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
All right. I should have mentioned the kingdom was kind of underground.
Okay.
Fair enough, though.
Yeah, you should have told me that at the beginning. But hey, I'm actually on track with some of that.
Yeah, you are and aren't. There's some yeses and some no's.
Okay, and to that point, now you said that looks like a flashlight on his head. So underground, he needs the light.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have mentioned that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so most of it takes place underground, but there are some above ground parts.
Okay.
But yeah. So here's the next character.
See now, okay, so I see him. It looks like he's got a cape on in that picture. Actually, in both of those. Looks like he's flying in the top picture. Tiny.
Tiny?
We'll call him Tiny.
Tiny.
Purpose, again, probably, well, actually, he could be the bug that they're going after.
So, wait a minute.
He's small enough.
So, wait a minute. The third character, way back here, he's going to eat this character.
Okay, so he is a bug.
They're all bugs, Mom.
Okay.
They're all bugs. There's no humans in this game, nothing like
Well,
that.
no kidding. I know that. Okay, so he's a bug. His purpose is to... I don't know what the heck he's doing. What is he doing?
What does it look like he's standing in front of? Or standing behind?
A rock? Or an acorn?
An acorn?
I don't know. I know this isn't happening in the real world. I suppose it wouldn't be an acorn then.
I mean, they probably could exist. I don't know. You give up?
I give up.
Alright, I'll tell you after.
I can't.
So, this is the next character. What?
Well, the one on the right looks like...
What? What? What's wrong?
Like a stack of poo? But no, it looks like he's sleeping actually, based on the other eyes being wide open. So it looks like he's sleeping in that, but it looks like a character with a bag on his head.
Yeah, I thought the same thing at first. It's really weird, like, I don't know, I think it was just a design choice.
Yeah, it looks like a bag on his head though. But, and then the other one looks like he's got a bib on his face, or maybe a mask. Yeah,
Are you talking about this?
Yes.
Okay.
Name? Oh, jeez. I have no clue.
Just give it a name. Any name.
Jack.
Jack?
Jack.
Purpose? You're gonna be so mad at me.
Oh, gosh. I don't even want to know. Purpose. I have no clue. Purpose. Maybe... It's hard to say. I don't know.
You don't know the purpose?
Don't know the purpose.
That's fair enough, but you're gonna be so mad at me with the name.
It better not be your mother's name.
Anyway, here is the next character.
He looks like a beetle, too.
Beetles are very common in this game,
Apparently.
actually.
Well, I guess if it's about bugs. Beetles with antlers. Kind of reminds me of that cockroach. Freaked out, and we never have been back since. So there's my cockroach story.
Oh, no.
Okay, so beetles, maybe they're the enemy?
You think that it's an enemy?
It could be. I mean, depends on the beetle in the real world anyway.
Well, I'm just gonna let you know that there are enemies in this game, and I have put some of the bosses from the game into this, but this is actually just a character you talk to.
Okay.
She's not an enemy.
Oh, it's a she.
Oh, oops.
Oopsies. So we'll call her Sheila.
Sheila? Okay. I don't even know how to spell that.
Purpose? They lead the other bugs.
She leads the other bugs.
She leads. She's a leader. Hey, women can be leaders too.
I mean, yeah, but not this one.
Oh, okay. I can't wait to hear that.
All right. What about this character?
Well, definitely showing some confidence in the picture to the right. Picture to the left, it looks like he's having a really, really bad day. The one in the middle, too. Looks like he's been defeated. I'm going to think it's a boy, although I could be wrong. We'll call him Bob.
Bob!
You like that, huh? Purpose, I'm going to say he's the front of the lines on the attack.
I love the name Bob.
Okay.
It fits him perfectly.
Good. I can't wait to hear what that character really is. All right.
Okay. What about this character?
Oh my. Looks like a swan in the right picture. Two swans. But Could be a cockroach.
With a neck that long? I don't even think this is a real bug.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It kind of has the legs of a flamingo. But then you got the legs of a spider. So.
Yeah, I don't
But
think...
it's got the back of a ladybug.
Yeah, maybe it's not like a real bug. There are some real bugs in this game. Like, there's like a caterpillar that looks like a real life caterpillar or something like that, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll call her Sally.
Sally? Oh, yeah.
Nothing
Okay.
against your Aunt Sally, by the way.
Fair
Just
enough.
Sally.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Purpose. So hard just looking at the pictures without knowing the game.
Well, you're going through a kingdom that's abandoned and, you know, along the way you find bugs and stuff.
Okay.
So.
Well, maybe she's the princess of the... that's the purpose.
The princess?
She's the princess of the kingdom.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Okay. Well, I'm probably wrong, but that's okay.
I mean, that's sweet. Oh my goodness.
Well, just this first picture here, it looks like she's like, I'm a princess.
Fair enough. All right. Here is the next bug.
Well,
I'm just gonna say this right now. Yes, there's supernatural stuff.
okay. Well, the picture on the right looks like a butterfly with very long antlers and a long body. So it could be like a butterfly.
What has what has
dragonfly?
what has antlers and has similar wings to a butterfly?
A dragonfly?
No.
An ant? A flying ant?
No. Getting there.
I'm not an insect person. So
What's
I don't
something
know.
that's attracted to the light?
Oh. What do you call them? I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank.
Can
Can you help? Mosquitoes?
A close 4 letters.
4 letters.
O.
Moths?
Yes.
Okay.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah, that does look like a moth. Could
There
be.
you go.
All right. It looks like a moth with bitty eyes on our left side. You want a name?
Yeah, give it a name.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Charlie the moth.
Charlie.
Jack, we already used your name, bud. Purpose? Oh, gosh. He flies over the kingdom, and he keeps watch of all the people who are coming to attack.
All right.
Is that good?
I mean, it's a good enough description. So, here.
That would be the purpose.
Yeah. Here's the next bug.
I didn't know bugs could wear armor. Let's see. Looks like he's holding a big cookie.
A big cookie.
So name. We will call him Fred.
Fred?
Fred.
His name is Fred.
And purpose, he fights off the other bugs.
Okay.
He's protecting the kingdom.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Kind of like a...
All right.
Yeah, he's protecting the kingdom.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Gotta stop
Okay.
thinking about the person that's attacking. What about the people protecting the kingdom?
Okay. So, next bug. There wasn't too many sprites.
Looks like he's holding bananas there. Or maybe a rack of lamb or ribs or whatever. We will call him Robin.
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 Okay.
Like Batman and Robin.
Okay.
Purpose? Oh, I have no clue.
If you get this one wrong, I don't blame you because It took time for me to get it.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get any of them, but okay. I would say, again, purpose would be another fighter to protect the kingdom.
Okay. That's interesting answer.
Maybe a wizard because of the thing he's holding.
Okay. Okay. Here's the next one.
Gods and nightmares.
It's just music track, an oast by the creators. It's a good picture, that's why I put it.
Looks like the character that you've drawn. Is her name? It's got to be a girl. She looks girly because there's pink in it. Although some boys like pink, or as salmon, as they say. But I'm gonna call it a girl, and I would say we will call her Patricia.
Patricia!
4, 5, 6, 7. Patricia! Get it together, sweetie. We have a show this week.
Patty for short. Purpose? No. I'm gonna take back what I said earlier. I think she's the princess.
She's the princess.
She is the princess of the kingdom.
Okay. She's the princess.
Yes. I could be wrong, but hey.
I find it funnier that you think it's a she. Moving on.
Now, that's not fair.
Alright, so these are two different characters, but I just was super lazy and put them in one slide. So I want you to name this character first.
Razorhead.
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 And what's their purpose?
I think it's the prince
The prince.
of the kingdom.
So, the brother to...
Yes. The brother to that character. If that's a girl.
So, Razorhead, prince of the kingdom.
Yes.
Okay, so who is this now? Different character.
Well, kind of looks like a jellyfish,
A
but kind of has the skin of a snake. But it could be just like armor.
Well, I feel like I should tell you this, but this character is super unique in a sense that it's not a bug.
Okay. That's why I said a jellyfish. Jellyfish aren't bugs. And it could be a octopus.
An octopus!
All the little tentacles. Purpose? Okay, no, name. Let's start with a name.
How about this? What is her name?
Oh, you gave me a hint. We shall call her Shelly.
Shelly?
Shelly.
All right, and what is Shelly's purpose?
No clue. Protect. Is there water on this in this game?
Technically, but you don't really go underwater.
Okay, so no underwater. I don't know. Purpose.
You can swim on water, but you don't really go under it.
Okay, so it still could be a jellyfish.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, jellyfish do exist in this game, but she's not a jellyfish.
Okay, well, I have no clue.
All right, so you give up?
I give up.
Okay. What about this character? And I'm just gonna let you know he's not bowing to that that picture. It's just the way I placed it.
A lot of capes. Let's go with Andy.
Andy!
Purpose. Again, another attack bug. Yeah, because he could be, it looks like another, because his legs are very long like a bug, for sure. I don't understand what's on his head, but again, antlers or antennas, I should say.
I'm just gonna hint. Well, kind of.
That doesn't give me any hints, Amy. I have no clue.
Okay, fair enough.
Um,
How about this? Same species as the first character you saw, which was this. So they're the same type of creature, but they're not the same thing.
so they're attacking the bugs. No clue.
You don't know?
No, don't know.
So Andy don't have any idea.
No clue.
Okay. This bug, second to last.
Oh, thank goodness. It looks like a flying moth.
Okay.
Their eyes glow. Let's see. So we shall call her Wendy.
Wendy. All right. All right. Wendy.
Purpose. To fly and find the bugs.
To find the bugs.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
For the ones attacking.
For the ones attacking.
Yes.
So, let me get this straight. There's two things. There are bugs that are attacking and bugs that are defending.
Yes.
Okay. 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 So,
Because you got your kingdom of bugs. And you get the people
Okay.
who are attacking the kingdom, right?
I mean, remember what I said. The kingdom was already destroyed and it's ruined.
But it doesn't mean they're dead. The people that were in the kingdom, does it?
No, I mean, there definitely are some characters still going around.
There you go.
Exactly what I'm showing you, actually. And here is a bonus one. What's this character?
Let's see. He looks like a clam. a combination between a clam and a seahorse.
A seahorse!
Okay, it has to be land seahorse, obviously. Let's see. We will call him Johnny.
Johnny!
Johnny the seahorse. I don't know. Purpose, I have no clue. I see bubbles. Is that like bubbles of like air? What are the
No.
bubbles around him?
That
Or
is...
her.
I'll explain in the end. You don't know their purpose?
No.
Alright, well, let's go back to the beginning. So, this is the knight, the main character you play as. So, you were right. This is Hornet. I don't know if you've seen me draw on her before, but she's essentially the quote-unquote protector of Hallownest, the kingdom. She is also the princess, so she is a princess protector, in a sense.
So there is a princess in this kingdom.
Yes.
Okay.
She essentially stops people from coming into the kingdom because it is in ruin and she doesn't want people to touch it, you know?
Okay.
This is Quirrel. Essentially, he is an apprentice to a character that I did not show you named Monomon. She's actually a jellyfish. And she sent him away to try and figure out who he is. And in the outside world, he forgot about who he was, ironically. And he comes back to the kingdom and simply explores it. He does not eat the bugs.
Okay. He doesn't eat the bugs.
He does, yeah. This is actually Monomon's
Is that
mask.
the one I said to eat bugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Monomon's mask on his head, actually.
Okay.
And at one point in the game, when you go to meet Monomon, well, meet in quotations, he gives the mask back and, you know, he sits down in his final resting place, you know.
Okay.
So this character is Tiso. Now, Blowing enemies away. That sounds so much better because he is a Kickstarter character, which means someone that was a fan to this game donated to have their character in the game. So the only purpose he shows is to die. Because he literally calls the knight, oh, you're weak. You're weak, and this place is too calm. And then when he finally makes it to where he wants to go, the Coliseum of Fools, aka Gladiator Battles, he dies.
Okay.
That would have been so much better if he just blew enemies away like a fan.
Well, it looks like he's got a fan in his hand, that's why.
It's a shield. It's a shield.
Okay.
And it looks like an attack shield, but he never gets to use it because he dies.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is Cornifer. He is a cartographer that sells maps, and you can often find him around certain areas, and it'll be like, oh, do you want a map?
Oh.
And you can buy a map from him.
Oh, so I was close on that.
You were close. You were close. You were getting there, but like I
Okay.
said, getting close, getting a little far, you know.
Yep.
This is Myla. She isn't really too much of a character. She talks to the knight, she sings a little, and she is mining for gems inside of, Hallamest.
Okay.
However, at the nearing the end of the game, she does actually become infected, which I will explain. So this is Sly. He is a shopkeeper, and I was trying to hint earlier that this is a cash register.
Oh,
So,
okay.
in the past, he is a nail master, in which he is a master at, sword dueling and stuff. He knows all of the arts, all that kind of stuff, but he retired and became a shopkeeper and will sell the character, different types of items.
Okay.
Sly the Fly.
Sly the Fly. Okay.
This is Cloth. I said you would be mad. And she's a wandering explorer just like the main character, in which she's just trying to find, enemies to fight perhaps, but the thing is she's actually really innocent, and she gets scared easily. So she likes to rest. Let me rephrase that. She rests in this one, and she talks about how she's actually not who she says she is, and that.
Okay.
I actually don't know too much about Cloth besides the fact that she's actually just cutie.
Okay.
So yeah. This is Bretta. She is what I can only describe as a damsel in distress, because when you meet her, she thinks you are a knight in shining armor. And she essentially sticks with you in the main part of the hub, the first town. And then she finds Bob, you'll find out later, and she becomes attached to him next. Okay. So, Bob, aka the most memed character, his name is Zote. He thinks he is the best warrior in the world, but he's not. He's easily tossed around. He has a wooden nail. It's like having a wooden sword for combat. It's not that good. And in a dream fight you can have against him, you can, he is in this form, which he's all muscular and stuff, and Jack's meowing. But yeah, he thinks he's good, but he's not. He's weak. He thinks he's strong, but he's weak.
Okay.
So this is Willow. She is not the princess of Hallanest, but she is a character you can talk to. She gives you a little bit of information about how the area's food is good, even though you don't really need to eat in the game. But she does talk about how, she does think about how the knight, the first character, looks kind of tasty, actually, which is kind of weird. Some say she's a predator, but all she really does is eat mushrooms. That's what this one is, that sprite.
Oh, okay.
Some people headcanon that these are steeds, which are horses. They pull stuff around and stuff. I'm not sure. Okay. I don't know what to think personally, but that's Willow.
Willow.
So this is Seer. This is where things get interesting. So, the moths were a tribe before Halonest became a thing. And essentially, they worshipped a god known as the Radiance, which was a giant moth. And these moths essentially saw the new ruler of Halonest and said, oh, he's better. And they decided to start ruling him. So Seer is one of the last people of the tribes, and in the dream realm, she does turn into that form. So she's like big and glowy. And she helps you out of the dream realm when you're first sent to there.
Okay.
Dreams are kind of special in this game in the sense that it's your mind, and you can like teleport in and out of your mind or something like that. It's really strange. It's like spiritual.
Okay.
So this is Ogrim, the also known as the Dung Defender. He is a dung beetle. And you were spot on when he said he protects the kingdom. He used to be one of the great protectors of the kingdom. There was 5 knights. He was one of them. But now he just protects his love, Isma, which we don't really know exactly what she looks like, but we do see her face. So, yeah. So you're right. He does protect.
Wow.
You're pretty correct about
got
that.
one close anyway.
You're technically spot on. He did protect the kingdom at some point. So you got it.
I got one. Yay!
Yay! This is Brumm, and when you said he was a wizard, I was like, that's actually not too bad, because the next character is kind of a wizard. I mean, he is part of a troop called the Grimm troop, which...
Hey, Grimm! I know that name.
Yeah, Grimm! My boyfriend!
All right.
And, he essentially is an accordion player that's supposedly an accordion, but it looks like a bug. Some people say it's a bug. I don't know. But essentially he's holding a staff because it contains a flame. There's 2 separate endings. You can fight the troop master or you can banish the troop. That's why he's holding a flame. You can choose to, go with it or not, but yeah, that's essentially it. This is Grimm, aka... this is Tyler's, online persona, at least. He chose this character because it's cool. So, Master of the Grimm Troop. He wields flames, he follows the ritual that the Grimm Troop follows, which, it's kind of creepy. They raise, a child to be the next, troop leader to hold the Nightmare Heart. It's too much to explain in one go, but he is the master of the Grimm Troop, and he's super cool.
And it's not pink, it's salmon.
It's salmon! Oh, man. Whew. Okay. For the first character on the left, that is the Pale King, aka the ruler of Halonest. So, technically royalty, you kind of got close. He rules over Halonest, and he's a big ol' meme because his castle is full of buzzsaws. So, Razorhead, good enough.
Okay.
The one on the right is the White Lady. She is the queen of Halonest. They're lovers, and... Oh yeah, he's short, she's tall.
Right.
And she is not a bug, she is actually a root. She is a plant.
Oh. I can see that.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. She talks to the knight, says, it has arrived, and it's just, I've been waiting for you. I can feel the kingdom crumbling, and then she gives you a fragment of a charm that helps you, get to the end of the game. She plays a big part in the game.
Okay.
But essentially, she gives you an item that allows you to continue the game forward. So, purpose, she's the queen. This is the Hollow Knight. The Hollow Knight. So how the lore goes is, remember the Radiance I mentioned earlier?
Yes.
Yeah, so since she was forgotten, she got all mad, so she released the infection. Myla was infected, for example. So the Pale King was like, alright, I'm going to create these void beings that are going to contain the light so nobody gets infected and nobody gets hurt. And to seal the Radiance away, you need a completely hollow being. So this was the Hollow Knight. However, he wasn't hollow. He was faking it the whole time. So, yeah. The main character, which is the first character I showed you, is the true Hollow Knight. No emotions, no feelings, nothing like that.
Okay.
And he was trained into his prime form, so he is a tough fight. And finally, not finally, the Radiance. She is the god. She is God, essentially. She is the sun.
No. Well, goddess then.
Goddess, yeah.
She's a goddess. Okay, so I had the gender right.
Yeah, she is a goddess. And your main purpose her main purpose is, well, she created an infection and she's actually the big baddie. She's the final boss.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So do I have to take a quiz after this?
No.
All right, good. Because I'd fail it miserably.
I'm just telling you because I love this game and I love the lore and I'm very passionate.
I know you are. I've watched you for years play this game.
And finally, this is Gorb, aka apparently people praise him as God, even though he's just a dream. He's just a dream fight, which is just a normal fight. So you can fight ghosts in the game.
Oh, cool.
For like special dream essence. That's how you upgrade the dream nail to go into people's minds better, etc.
Oh, okay.
And Gorb is one of the characters you can fight, and he talks about how he's gonna ascend, and he's a big meme, but yeah, I'll let you read the comments. Guys, tell her who Gorb is.
Okay.
So yeah, that is Hollow Knight. What do you think?
Well, who created the game?
3 people, actually.
Okay, so 3 people?
Yeah, 3 people made the game.
Who owns it? Oh, there they are.
There's the 3 people. Ari Gibson, William Pellin, and I don't remember Jack Vine. He probably was. I don't know.
He was one of the coders, it says. So he did the program.
Probably. All I know is Ari Gibson and William Pellin because, they showed up in a bunch of videos, etc. Sorry, Jack Vine. I love you too, man. Yeah, so these 3 people made the game.
Oh, look at that. And they're from South Australia.
Yeah, they're from South Australia.
Ah, well, quite the imagination, for sure.
For sure.
I love the animation, meaning the characters. They're very different.
The character designs.
Yeah, the designs of the
Yeah, I believe that
characters.
was Ari Gibson. I think he was the artist.
And the names are definitely unique.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, no, it seems really
And yeah, that's Hollow Knight.
cool. Very good.
Well,
And you've gotten very good at drawing it, too.
Aww.
You're a good artist, Amy.
Aw, thanks, Mom. If you could say something to a bunch of people, what would you say?
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, good. That's a good message.
Um,
Stay out of trouble. Don't.
Be kind to each other.
Yeah.
Make it a better world. Because
yeah.
my friends, are the next generation to be our leaders around the world.
Hell yeah. Shade for President 2020. All right, see ya.